what are all these pieces? See a bass clarinet thingy? Yay!
Cheers! Welcome to Cocktail Hour at the Coop. I am Liz. This is my sister Leanne. We are here at our parents' alpaca farm, Arrow Acres Farm in Wall, New Jersey. And it's lunch hour, so we're cheersing with yarn.
I cannot have a cocktail during lunch hour of work, but we wanted to make sure that we got our Maryland recap episode up quickly for you guys. So that's why we were doing this at lunchtime. So I think most of it's going to be like pictures and videos and things, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we just wanted to say how nice it was to meet you guys. We met a lot of you at the festival, and
Needles Up.
And Needles Up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really nice meeting you. I know we're a little awkward because it's new to us, having people come up to us. We're usually the people waiting in line to see the people. So sorry if we were a little awkward. Getting used to this whole thing.
It was really fun though. It was very nice. And I saw one girl wrote that she saw us a couple times but didn't come up to say hi.
Aw, she should have.
Hi.
We won't bite.
No, we won't.
Let's see. I wrote stuff down. Lots of new people on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys are following us over there as well, but if you'd like to find us on Instagram, you can follow me at Arrow Acres Farm Yarn, and Leanne is Cocktail Hour at the Coop.
Yes.
So we post a lot more stuff over there.
I'm very squinty, sorry.
You're very squinty.
And also for the people that started following me early on, I have a personal account. That's my name. I don't post as much knitting over there anymore. It's kind of where I do my kids stuff. Here's one of our little kiddos
I have
coming.
one little one today.
One kiddo's done with school, his school day.
So
if you've always followed me and you want to follow Cocktail Hour at the Coop, just head over there too. Or vice versa, whatever.
Okay, so we headed out on Friday morning as soon as we put the kids on the bus, and we went straight to Needles Up. It is the first year in a million years that we didn't hit any traffic.
It's the only year ever.
Ever. We made it there with a stop in 3 hours. So it was an amazing drive, so easy. We got down there, it was 60 and misty and not so nice.
It was not a nice day.
And our hair just went poof.
Huge
and
hair.
We went into Needles Up. We had an awesome time when we came out, and it was bless you.
Excuse me.
It was gorgeous out when we came outside.
Yes, it was. It's right. It was blue sky.
Yep. We actually sat on our little balcony at the hotel for a little bit, so it was so nice. So we want to start with Needles Up.
Yeah. So I purchased a new fat squirrel bag. I have a couple of hers, but haven't had one in a while. So that was definitely on my list, and there were lots and lots of pretty ones. Like I would have been very happy with many of them. I really liked one that was two little robins. It was black and orange bag.
Yeah,
that one
that
I
was
really
cute.
liked. The curse word ones were super cute, and they sold
Very
out like in a hot
I
minute.
think they sold out in the first hour.
Yep, they were gone during the
VIP hour.
So, shocker! Don't be shocked of what I got. Dun,
Guess
dun,
what
dun.
color?
Oh, it's very bright out here.
Yeah, but it's nice.
Yeah, that's it. So I got the big sweater size. I think this was the biggest. There might be one bigger, but it's
There's
pretty
one
big.
bigger, I think, but
It's
this is big.
It's my color. So I said to Amy Beth, you might as well have just like embroidered my name on this when you made it, because or a big L. So I'm very excited. I love it. I like her bags. They stand up. They're very sturdy. Good handle. So I got that, and then I got my Tuft Woolens, my lavender apple oil roller. It's still in the package, but I bought one last year and it was just about out, so I got my new one. And that's what I got at Needles Up.
And then I also got my very first fat squirrel bag. I went for the little guy. I tend to work on smaller projects, so I can fit a hat in here. I can fit a cowl. So this is what I thought would work best
That was very
for me.
pretty. I used to have a dress that was like that.
And I went over to Classy Squid and I bought
You already spun
Merino
it.
Polworth Mulberry Silk Penduncle Silk. How would you say that?
Penduncle?
Penduncle Silk. Pearl Fiber, Firestar Cotton, and Angelina. I am not really a sparkly girl, and they all had sparkles in them, but this was pretty subtle, and I already spun it. I spun it up yesterday. So I got 132 yards of like a DK light worsted. Some spots it's worsted. I don't know. I don't think you can really see the sparkles on here.
The color looks pretty close though.
Yeah. I'll be picking them out as I go, I think. I did pick a bunch out while I was spinning too. But I'll probably make something to sell with this, and I'll put it with some gray alpaca.
Very pretty.
It's really pretty. I love how it spun. It's super soft and light, and
They were really nice.
If you can't see her in person, I believe she sells online also. So definitely, it was really, really nice to work with. And I got it because my mom has already worked with it and gave it a rave review.
Very nice.
So that was Needles Up. We met some great people
Oh my
at
gosh.
Needles Up.
We had so much fun. We talked and laughed for 4 straight hours.
My cheeks hurt.
I felt like
so
I got to
bad.
work out. That's how out of shape I am. Like, for real. I laughed so hard. I had a pain in my back, remember, from laughing so
Yeah.
hard?
She's like, imagine if I throw my back out from laughing.
It was really, really fun.
It was great. Okay, and then we went back to Turf Valley. It was wonderful as usual.
Yeah.
And then we went to the festival
Yeah.
on Saturday all
Yeah.
day. And we really lucked out with the weather.
Oh, I want to do a special shout out to the Knitsters.
The Knitsters and Mr. Knitster.
You guys, if you saw them around, which you probably did,
With their
you
white t-shirts
you
that
guys
said
were a
Knitsters.
blast. So, because I don't know if we interviewed them,
I did not. I'm very disappointed.
but I think we have a picture of them, right?
Yes. They will be in the
Oh
slideshow.
man, you guys made us laugh. You need a podcast. I know you're all over the country, but
But that's okay. You can do those
holy
split screen
mackerel.
podcasts.
So fun. So anyway, but we met a ton of nice people. They just really
And we got
stuck out.
presents.
Yeah, we got goodies. So, all right. So at the festival, yeah, we went, and thank goodness it didn't rain. It was hot. I was like super humid and hot and gross. And I was
Yeah.
like,
In the
sweating.
afternoon when the sun came out, it got hot.
But you did well. We went to the Lower Corral, which again is my favorite spot in the whole festival still. So
Yeah.
you did well right away. You got
I
a couple
did.
things.
So I started out at Good Karma Farm. They have that cool tree trunk that they
Yeah.
hang the yarn on. I always like it, and I have never bought it. And my plan, I went with a very open list this year. I was looking for blue greens. I was looking for things with alpaca in them so that I could make stuff to sell, maybe for the farm. And that was really it. So this is 60% wool, 40% alpaca, and it's eyeball green. Little more blue, but really pretty.
They had beautiful stuff.
And then I went to Feederbrook, and I was like, I don't know if I really need much Feederbrook, and I got two. So another blue-green, kind of bluies oranges, and I just love this color, so had to get them both.
And we noticed that, so she's been buying this for years from Peterbrook, and it's hard to find yarn like that. And then with the spin cycle coming out and Andrew Mowry's patterns coming out, this style was everywhere this year.
It was
which
so
she was so
fun.
excited to see it everywhere.
So then I went into the Schweitzer's booth, which we always love going to Schweitzer's, and I've been buying Lily yarn. I say since she was tiny, and I legit mean it. Like, she was like 5 or 6
Yes.
years old when we started buying her yarn. I think her parents used to
She's
just say,
9 now.
her parents have the mill, Schweitzer's fiber mill, and they must have just said like, ugh, go stay busy so we can get our work done, and here's some dye. And she dyes yarn. And she had some kind of in this style, kind of like I think it's like a fractal yarn. That's I'm trying to get the name of what this style of yarn is. So I can't wait to work with this. This is just merino, but the price was crazy good on it, so couldn't pass that up.
And I got stuff at Schweitzer's too.
Yeah.
You're talking about Schweitzer's.
Yep, so that's all my Lower Corral haul.
Oh wait, I already have it out of the bag.
I do have some others.
So I had talked about, and I have a picture for you of my leaves of grass that I
Okay.
shrunk. So it's a blanket. It's a pie shawl by Jared Flood, and it's like a giant doily basically, but I made one years ago and shrunk it. I've talked about it a million times. So I bought yarn to make a new one. So this is also from Schweitzer's. And it's like a gray, that's the color.
It's the color. It's like a grayish, purpley,
very subtle. It's going to look really nice in
periwinkly.
my house, I think. And it is merino wool. It's a DK. It calls for fingering, but it's a blanket, so who cares? So I got DK. I got a whole bunch of it, and I was standing there in line, and I got
With your
a whole,
arms full
whole bunch.
of it.
And then the woman in front of me was looking at me, and she was like, I'm doing it too. So she got 6 skeins for a sweater. I already started. I started it
I'll hold the
yesterday. So it's a pie shawl. It starts from the center and works its way out. You can kind of see the detail. I mean, once it blocks, you really
you can
see
see
it.
it.
And I haven't done a Jared
so pretty.
Flood pattern in a long time, couple of years, I think. I don't know why. And I just told Liz, remind me, if I'm in a funk, just say Jared Flood. The way he writes his patterns is just like, ah. So that's my long-term project. It takes a really long time. Right now it's fast because it's little, and then it gets like forever.
So think of all those triangle shawls you guys make. You start at the bottom point, and like the first, like 2/3 is like zoom, 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 and then that last third you're like, oh, yeah, because it'll take you like a good hour to get around. To get around once, right?
Yes. Yeah. So that's gonna be for that. So that was my big purchase.
And then you also got
and I
down
discovered,
in the lower
but I didn't buy right away. I went back, so I'm going to make the turn a square. I think turn a corner, turn.
It's a cool triangle.
Turn
shawl.
a corner shawl.
It'll be linked in the bottom, so hit that little.
All right,
thingy.
so I'm gonna make that, and I'm called for 2 skeins of fingering like sock yarn. So Bumblebee Acres. I don't know if they were new. They may have been there last year. I just
Somebody
missed
said
it.
they found them last year.
Okay, so to me
but I
they
don't
were
know if
new,
been there.
and they were down
They're
the
new to
lower
us.
corral, and their colors were really, really
Awesome.
cool.
They had fiber and yarn.
Yeah.
Good colors.
So I ended up getting these 2. And it was kind of cool. They had like themes. They had Outlander themes.
Yeah, they had it all
Harry
in sections.
Potter. So this
Game of
was
Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but my son does and my mom, they love it. So I got these 2, and I'm glad I got
Hold
a
it up
good.
close so the colors.
I got a
show.
good character. He
Oh, you
told
show
me.
the bottom.
The bottom one.
No, this. Like
This one, yeah.
I like that color. You couldn't see it when you were holding it the other way.
So and it's the Sam guy, Samwell Tarley. Dalton's like, well, why? I don't understand. I'm like, they just put names on things. They don't care what color it is. And then this is
you just moved the camera.
this is the gray stone something. Stone men. So it'll be cool. I think that's going to be
I love it.
perfect.
It's going to be awesome.
And I would have been happy with like 8 different combos. It was hard to pick. So that's what I ended up with. And those were all my purchases.
you moved the camera again.
Okay, but it's fine.
So then we went,
squinty.
after the lower corral, we went in the big barn. And all the way at the end, so I don't know the booth name because I lost the receipt. They had all different stuff. It's when you go in the main exhibition hall, it's the last vendor on your right in the corner, and they have like 3 or 4 booth space worth of stuff. And they had these crazy long things of
like
roving
Rapunzel.
hanging. And this one is 50% camel, 50% silk, and it
So
is
nice.
not in the sun that far, but it's so pretty. I can't wait to spin this. This will be next. And then we did the whole big barn. We did in and out of the little barns. And we went, we stopped at Reflections at Rocklands, and I got merino.
And I got Cormo, but I gifted it to my sister Andy because she was nice enough to take Chase for the weekend for me. And yeah, they're so nice.
So I will dye this, spin this, so you'll see more of that in the next few weeks, months, who knows. And then I impulse bought. I had a budget with me, so I didn't mind spending. If I saw something I really loved, I didn't mind buying it.
You can see Grant way out in the distance.
He's got a stick and he's like twirling it.
He looks like a Game of Thrones character.
So I bought my first Matterroot bag.
You're gonna love it.
I didn't buy the huge one. There was a different print I liked better, but they didn't have it on this color, and I really loved the color. So
It's beautiful.
that's what I bought. I
You did
didn't
good.
go crazy. I think I spent like every dollar in my budget, but that's okay. That's what I had it for.
Mm-hmm.
So then
We had the podcast meetup, which
we
was
had the podcast
so
meetup.
awesome.
It was nice because we got to meet other podcasters.
Mhm.
So the word did spread, which was really
It
nice.
wasn't just me and you looking at each other.
No, it was good.
It was nice, and also, so if for people that go to these things, and obviously we're all on Instagram, and there's lots of handles. We don't know anyone's real name, and you also look a lot different. Like I'm picturing people to be tall.
Yes,
or
or you
short.
dyed your hair. So like
Yes.
this one girl who has very dark hair in some of her pictures, and I'm like,
Yes.
oh, you don't have very dark hair.
Yes, and so even on like podcasts, you think they're very tall or they're little, and so in person, sometimes it's like takes a second to realize who they are. So it's so funny, like District Knits. Again, we don't know your name, but she was talking to us, and she was like, "Oh, I won one of your earlier giveaways," and then she said her name, and we were both like, "Oh, we know who you are. But,
Yeah.
you know, and she's teeny tiny little thing, and I don't know how tall she really is. And Amber Helena from Lovely Yarn Podcast,
Yeah.
she's tall. I expected her to be teeny tiny. And she was so nice, and her husband, so funny. You'll see some video. But we interviewed some people if they wanted to be on. And we realized that we are very new to this. And we forgot probably the first half of people we talked to for them to introduce themselves and their names. So if you see yourself and we don't know
Comment
your name,
below.
yeah, let us know who you are. So we apologize. We promise we will get better at it, but we're very new at this whole thing.
And let us know if you like us interviewing people and seeing what other people. Well, you'll see what I did, but
Yeah.
you know, let us know in the comments. Should we keep doing
trying.
it? I think it was fun.
But people gave us
I
some
liked
gifts,
it.
which was really nice.
Yeah.
Like, we got this. Look how cute this is. Someone, what was her name? Who gave us this? Do we remember?
Yep.
It's in my Instagram. Little washi tape that says cheers. Isn't that cute? I'm already using it in my chart for my leaves of grass. And we got some candy from Maryland, from, what was it, Dinkle Crinkles?
Yeah.
Her name?
And the other one's name is, her real name I think is Susan.
I don't
should
know.
have
We're
looked.
bad
I wanted to
with
look it up.
names,
Sorry, I'm
but-
terrible with names.
Yeah, we both are, which is not a good combo.
But you know who you are, and thank you.
Thank you.
And
It
I
was
know
a
who you
lot
are
of
on
fun.
Instagram.
Yes. That was
So
really
That's all
fun.
that matters.
I said during the podcast meetup, we talked to people, and then we look and there's people waiting to meet us, and I said I felt like a Disney character. Like, it was so bizarre because I've always been the one
Waiting to meet the people.
waiting, and I don't know, it was really fun. So that was good, and we had a really good time. And then we headed home with no traffic, which was a
In the
treat.
rain though, Sunday. So
I was tired. I got home and
But-
grocery shopped, and then
Me too.
got dressed
That's
and
the first
went.
thing I did.
15 minutes before I had to leave for my band concert, I looked like the cat, like someone the cat drug in, and I was like, I have to go to a concert in like 15 minutes, and I did, and I went and I played, and it took me like 2 songs to be like, okay, I'm in a band concert, I can do this.
you have one tonight.
I have
right?
one tonight, and I have one Friday night, and I'm tired. I can do it.
It's a
It'll
long
be
weekend.
good. It's a
I'm
long
tired.
weekend, busy week, but it's good. Good stuff. Happy to be able to do it all. All right.
Okay, so
So I
I'm
think
going to
that's it.
insert our interviews and then a slideshow of some of the pictures that we took. All right, so if you didn't get to be there this year, maybe try next year, or maybe we'll see you in Rhinebeck. But remember, if you go on the vendors list, almost all of them have websites. You can order right from them. So support your
Yes.
farmers and your mills and your spinners and your dyers. I don't know, everybody. All the fibery people.
All the people.
All the people.
Okay. Well, enjoy our little montage of the festival. See you later. Bye.
All right. Hi.
Hi. All right. Introduce yourself.
My name's Arthella, aka Eris Knits on Instagram and Ravelry.
And are you,
And it's your first Needles Up.
This is my first Needles Up.
yeah,
She
we're
did
at
very
Needles Up.
Look at all that goodies.
Look at all those goodies.
Yes.
Now, do you have a one favorite thing that you bought today? No, everything, right?
Everything. Well, this
Everything.
I think is my favorite because you can't get it. otherwise.
And it's from Classy Squid.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it has everything in it.
Everything.
All right, awesome.
Yes.
We'll have fun at the festival tomorrow.
Okay, you too. See you there.
So tell everybody your name or where we can find you. Okay, so I'm Knitting Harvest.
And where did you come from? Like where? How far did you travel to get here?
Yep, that came out wrong.
I come from
How are
Orange.
you?
How far did you travel to get here?
We traveled 3 hours from Jersey.
Okay. And what is your number one thing that you like had to have today, or that you bought already?
All right, so I came down specifically. I wanted to go to Owal. I bought some yarn from her before, but I knew she was going to be here, so I got some lovely yarn to make a shawl.
All right. Thank you.
All right, so who are you and how do we find you?
I'm Dingle Kringle. And I'm from Maryland. I live in Severna Park, Maryland.
Okay, so you didn't come too far.
No,
How
and
far
we'll
of a
come
drive?
tomorrow. It's about 35 minutes.
Nice,
Yeah.
very nice. All right, what else were we asking?
And what's your are you here looking for anything? What's your number one must-have this
Number
year?
one, minis. Minis. I'm doing the Northeasterly, so I'm looking for lots of minis.
But did you get any yet?
A couple. Yeah, a couple. Yeah, I've been to Toad Hollow. I'm going back.
Yeah, the toads.
That's the Toads. Yeah, so good. Well, I'm glad I met you guys. It was fun.
Awesome.
It's washi tape that says cheers.
Perfect. Okay, so where did you guys, no, where are you from?
Durham, North Carolina.
Oh, that's far. How long did it take you to get here?
About 5 hours.
Terrible. And same with you? Yep. And what was your number one thing to look for this year? To get, to buy, or?
Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
and because of you guys.
Awesome. And you found something?
I filled the bag.
And dragonfly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where are you from?
I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area, but I live in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I live in D.C.
Okay. And what was your number one must-have this year?
My number one must-have was to meet you guys. I've been watching you guys for so long. Yeah.
Awesome. Anything you were looking for in particular?
This is my first time here, so I was just checking it out.
Awesome. So where are you from? From Cockerville, Pennsylvania. And I keep forgetting to ask people what's your name on everything.
You can find me on Instagram as Just One End Podcast, and on Ravelry it's Algebrita.
Okay. And what was your number one must-have this year at Maryland?
I went to the Crafty Toads and got yarn to make, I can't remember what it was. It's like a t-shirt thing. They're doing it a lot.
Make sure I'm not.
So where can we find you online?
I'm Bad Betty Knits on Instagram and YouTube. Bittersweet Betty Knit and see on Ravelry. And I do the Bad Betty Knits podcast.
Awesome. And where are you from?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
And what was your number one must-have this year at Maryland?
I didn't have one because I decided to come on Thursday night at 10 p.m.
Oh. And did you get anything today?
I did. I got a lot of stuff. This is round 2, so I've already dropped a load off.
Everybody, where they can find you.
Okay, I can be found on Instagram as Amber_Helena and on YouTube, A Lovely Yarn Podcast.
And where are you from?
We are from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area.
And what was your number one must-have at the festival this year?
I wanted to find fiber to spin and woolly rustic yarn.
Awesome.
And I did. I got a great deal.
All right.
I am so extroverted. I'm just saying, hey husbands, you know what? If your wives are like into this, grasp a hold of it. It's gonna serve you well. Let me tell you, it's gonna serve you well, and just love them well through supporting their addictions. Because we all have addictions, but if that's their thing, yarn, that's not that bad, right?
Hi.
I keep seeing this time.
So tell us where we can find you online.
I am Choco Cat on Choco Cat Mom on Instagram and Ravelry.
Okay, and where are you from?
From Norfolk, Virginia.
And what was your number one must-have at the festival this year?
You know what? I really wanted those crab, those Shelly canned crab pins, and that old bag, but I didn't get them. She's gonna send it to me.
Oh, good. And you're wearing a Gigi Made It shirt?
Yeah, I'm wearing my Miss Gigi Made It shirt.
Love it.
Bye.
Okay, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Instagram and just about everywhere else as Everyday Yarnworks.
And where are you from?
I am from Central Pennsylvania now, out by Lebanon.
Okay. And what was your number one must-have thing at the festival this year?
Oh, I will show you.
Yes.
I have it right with me. I absolutely needed to hit up Bumblebee Acres Farm.
Yes, that's where we're going back.
Oh my gosh, this is their Jamie colorway, their Outlander Jamie colorway.
Yes.
And it's gorgeous.
I like their roving in that colorway.
Yes. Yeah. So that was my big.
That's where my sister's from.
Hello.
So tell us where we can find you online.
I am at Haynes House Yarns. My name is Terry Haynes. I am on Instagram at .haynes.house.yarns. Everywhere else, Ravelry, Instagram, I'm at Haynes House, Facebook at Haynes House.
And you have a podcast?
I have a podcast on YouTube at Haynes House.
Okay, and where are you from?
I am from Fort Washington, Maryland, which is right outside Washington, D.C. Normally I say D.C. Metro because nobody knows where Fort Washington is, and that's okay with me. I'm telling you, it's right outside Washington, D.C.
And what was your number one must-have at the festival this year?
Self-striping yarn. I don't have any.
Did you get any that you absolutely
love?
All
Not
right.
yet. I gotta go shop. I hate socks. I lose my will to live at the second sock, so I'm just like, do I really want to invest in this? But so yeah, I'm gonna look for some self-strapping socks.
Awesome. So we know who you are, but tell everybody who you are.
Hi, I'm Miriam, and I'm one of the Chelsea Pearls. I'm a public figure wannabe, if you're not familiar with the podcast.
And where can everybody find you online?
Oh my gosh. On Instagram, I am really Mir Knits 2, the number 2. And that's pretty much. I'm on Ravelry, but I only go there to troll for patterns. Really,
Yeah,
I don't
me
check
too.
anything.
Me too.
I really enjoy that.
And where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
And what was your number one item to come to Maryland for?
Oh my gosh, such a tough one. I think the first thing I had to grab was, to tell you the truth, the Shelly Cans crab pin.
Yeah.
I got the crab and the old
Somebody
bag.
else said that today. All right, awesome. Thank you.